Your Excellencies who are here, Karibuni Mombasa. I am here for two reasons. One, as your host, and two, as a major stakeholder within the oceans. As your host, first of all, a few tidying up that we need to be able to clear on. One, we have been able to arrange for shuttle buses for all of you, and we've got chaperones for each and every one of you in case over the time that you're not required, you do not have to just be sleeping in your beds. You can be able to enjoy Mombasa, and we're going to be able to take care of you during that stay. Two, there is a certain piece of legislation I know me and the Deputy President have not yet been able to agree in IBEC, and we have one simple law that Mombasa wants to be able to put into place, and that is to ensure that when you come to Mombasa, please make sure you finish all your money in Mombasa. It's something we take pretty seriously here. As I was, for the last 3 days, the Cabinet Secretary has always been asking me, what are you going to talk about when you get there? And I had a whole written speech. But looking at the faces that are here, I would prefer speaking from my heart, not speaking from something that has been prepared on my behalf. As many of us here, we grew up in the ocean. As a son of the ocean, I can still be able to remember the gulp of seawater when we were trying to swim in the ocean, the taste of seawater, the itchiness that your eyes get when you try and swim freestyle in the ocean, the sand in your hair. But something that is more memorable to me, Your Excellencies, is when I was growing up, we used to visit the old port of Mombasa. And at the old port of Mombasa, the sea that was there, one thing that is still visible in my imagination is the fact that we used to see tiny little coral fish swimming there. Over the years, my children have never been able to see that. My children have to go to a conserved area to be able to experience and witness what I was able to witness freehold. We cannot make excuses. This was caused by man's greed and man's ignorance. The onus is in all of us here, individually and collectively. And despite the burden of a very, very impatient population that we all govern, despite the burden that some of us comes from different political areas where laws govern us in different ways, we have a responsibility to be able to act, and not act tomorrow, but to act now. As a county government of Mombasa, I'm glad to state we have worked with the shipping industry and the port industry, and I want to congratulate and thank the stakeholders. We, over the last 2 years, started managing waste that was coming out from the vessels. As we speak right now, whether it was by coincidence, definitely not by design, but this week we're embarking on a very, very ambitious program to come up with waste segregation and recycling within the county of Mombasa. Something that is definitely going to be reducing the waste that trickles down all the way to our oceans. We are working on handling hazardous waste so that we do not kill something that is to be enjoyed by the future generations. We're currently working on financing our beach management units and our fisher folk so that they can be able to do further and way more. I want to give a special thank you to His Excellency the President, who on his recent trip to Mombasa did make a pledge that we're following up on, and his team have been able to be accommodative on a $3 million investment in Mombasa to handle the sewer treatment that are going to be installed very soon. Now, we are all intertwined. Mombasa is proof that we are actually all intertwined. The reason why a number of you feel welcome when you come to Mombasa is because of the culture of who we are. We have a hint of the presence of each and every one of you. From ancient times when the dhows used to be able to come in from India, from China, from Oman, and from all other parts of the world, we have our presence felt in your countries as your presence is felt right here. And we need to be able to work so that our children might not necessarily see the coral fish that we saw. But I hope that our grandchildren and our great-grandchildren will be able to experience what a number of us were able to experience. And with those very many words, I hope that this conversation is going to be positive. We are here to be able to support you. And in the words of many Kenyans, if we are able to act today, future generations will say tutam. Thank you very much, and all of you enjoy Mombasa. Thank you very much.